Ladies and gentlemen, this content is brought to you by Prize Picks, the leader in daily fantasy sports. It's super easy to play. All you got to do is go there, prizepicks.com, download the Prize Picks app, whatever you want to do, and you choose 2 to 6 players, and they're going to give you projected stats. All you have to do is choose more or less on those projected stats. For example, right, we're all NFL fans here. We love the Cowboys. I'm going to most likely pick more on Dak Prescott passing yards. Also, as an Eagles hater, if I see Jalen Hurts interceptions, I'm always going to assume that he's going to throw more than what they are projecting him to throw. And you can win 2, 5, 10, 50, 100 times your money. The more players that you select in that lineup, the more you can win. And it's not just football. They got baseball, MMA is year round, basketball will be coming up soon. And if you're a gamer, they even got Counter-Strike. And next Tuesday, the NBA starts and Prize Picks has another free play for you. On October 22nd, the Timberwolves play the LA Lakers, and all you got to do is pick Anthony Edwards, and if he gets 1 point, that's a win for you. You pick 2 players, Anthony Edwards is one of them. All he has to do is score 1 point. That is a W for you. So let me save you some money. Voch says this. I'm gonna walk you through this slowly, okay? You download the Prize Picks app, okay? You use code Voch, V-O-C-H, Voch, all right? And let's just say that you deposit $10, all right? You go make your little lineup and you play $5. When you play 5, Prize Picks will give you 50 instantly. Play 5, they give you 50. They just want you to play some more. You can't beat that with a stick. Use code Voch, V-O-C-H, Voch, all right? Prize Picks, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, the leader in daily fantasy sports. Ladies and gentlemen, Beanie Siegel said, you know, if you let somebody lie long enough, it starts to become the truth. Jerry Jones show is telling a lot of truth, ain't he?
It's false. No way. Not this time. Yeah. We created it. Yeah. Not this.
But you know, not only is he kind of telling the truth a little bit, but he's telling on himself. He's telling on himself. I would love for Jerry Jones and his administration. I would love for him and his administration to come out and just be like, you know what, Voch, he wouldn't be talking to me. He'll be talking to some radio people. Like, but Voch, you know, I need to be seen less. I need to be seen less. You know, Jerry Jones said on 105.3 The Fan today, and that's what we'll be doing. We'll be reacting to his appearance on 105.3 The Fan. Nobody got fired. Nobody got cussed out. But he was talking about, well, you know, me and Steven are very available for you. You get to hear the coaches in their press conferences or whatnot, but you don't get to hear me all that much. And in my mind, I'm thinking, boy, that's a fantastic idea, Jerry, to not hear you as much. But we hear Jerry all the time. And I think the problem is that, you know, Jerry's getting old, of course, and I don't just want to make it seem like just because you old, that don't mean you got good damn sense. It applies here, but maybe Jerry may be sharp in some places, but I think if you listen to him and you weed out his nonsense and you don't take it at surface level, I think if you just listen and use your context clues and make sure you got your thinking cap on, I think Jerry Jones will give you a lot of clues on how he really feels. I think he'll give you a lot of clues on how he really feels, especially when the team is losing and he has to repeat himself. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, man, when you're winning, man, it's all willy-nilly, and all the questions that you're gonna get is, man, Jerry, you won this week, how you gonna win next week, player? That's all the questions that you get when you're winning. But boy, when you lose, boy, they ask nuanced questions, my boy. When you losing, they ask very specific questions, you know? Jerry Jones, what do you plan to do about the toughness of the team? It looks like they're quitting, specifically at the backup 3 tech position.
Did you hear what I said?
Ooh. And that's gonna make Jerry go down his roster and shit. Like, who the backup 3 tech is? You see what I'm saying? If it's like general stuff, man, Jerry Jones can talk generals talk with you all day, because he's a bullshitter. You know what I'm saying? You know, bullshitters can bullshit all day. I'm one of them. But boy, when it come down to some nuance, man, if you just bug Jerry enough, if you get on him enough, you'll ask him one question, and he may possibly give you 3 other answers that you didn't ask for. I feel like Sean and Bobby from 105.3 The Fan on the morning show, I feel like Sean and Bobby may have asked Jerry Jones 5 questions. You know, one about trades or whatever, you know, one about San Francisco. They may or may not ask about Troy Aikman. I feel like nobody asked him about Derrick Henry. He just kind of popped up and just told us about Derrick Henry. He just volunteered information about Derrick Henry. Jerry Jones. Off the cuff, Jerry Jones, just tell us what you think about this whole Derrick Henry situation, sir.
We've, in my mind, we're not playing very good football right now at all. And it's beyond whether or not we have Derrick Henry or not. Derrick Henry is having a career year. I don't know if he'd be having that career year in our situation. And that's really something you really do have to look at.
Okay, but Big Jerry, what you mean by that when you say, oh, I don't think he'll have a career year in this situation? Like, what are you saying by that? When you say that, right? Oh, he wouldn't have a career year in this situation. My ear is perked up a little bit. I mean, maybe my eyes too. Maybe I was like, what'd you say? Like, yeah, my eyes perked up too, but maybe in particular my ears did. But I was like, Jerry, what you mean? Because this situation is ambiguous. This situation means many things. Oh, like, because he playing in Dallas? Because Zeke is here? Because we throw the ball too much? Like, what you mean? It made me ponder. But we'll keep listening.
Because if he had not had as many carries as our running backs have had, then he certainly probably wouldn't have attained the level of impact he's having. And then he's...
Jerry just tried to pull a fast one on us. Did you hear him? Jerry just tried to pull a fast one on us. Did you hear him? Put your thinking cap on and run that back one time. Put your thinking, just listen what he said. Put your thinking cap on and let's just run that back one time. What you say now, Chuck?
The level of impact he's having. And then he's a real good compliment.
Hold on,
He says, our running backs have had.
Yeah, let's go way back. What do you say?
And that's really something you really do have to look at. Because if he had not had as many carries as our running backs have had, then he certainly probably wouldn't have attained the level of impact he's having.
I wonder who's handling Jerry Jones's information. I came out with this theory a long time ago. It was during draft season when I thought about it, but I have this theory that Jerry Jones makes too much money to really know what the hell is going with football operations. I said it as a joke, but I really do mean that, right? I love football to pieces, but if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't be watching as close. I wouldn't be watching like the fifth rounders or something like that. So in my mind, Jerry has these information handlers, we'll call them. And Jerry got to have information handlers, right? Jerry didn't watch no film on Justin Rogers, dog. You know what I'm saying? Man, Jerry ain't tapped in with Western Michigan like that. Somebody had to curate the film and maybe they passed it along to him. So what piqued my interest with that is Jerry starts saying the same shit that Rico's saying, that Zeke is saying, that Schottenheimer's saying, that Mike McCarthy says. They echoing the same thing around here. And they're saying, oh, well, if Derrick Henry was here, he wouldn't get as many carries as he would in Baltimore. That's that same little nonsense rhetoric that we hear from Mike McCarthy, and Mike McCarthy and them go, oh man, the run game would be so much better if, we just had more carries. That's false. The run game wouldn't be better if you had more carries. You'll just keep running the ball badly. You'll just keep running the ball badly. And instead of addressing the real issue is that we have a trash run scheme, him alluding to the idea that Derrick wouldn't have as many carries as the reason why he wouldn't be successful. For one thing, what that does is it absolves Jerry from the responsibility of the idea that, oh, well, it don't matter what running back. I think we did a fine job picking a running back. This is what Jerry Jones said. Oh, we did a fine job picking running backs here. Zeke and Rico Dowdle can do the job. They just not getting enough carries. Oh, we do so. If Derrick Henry was here, he wouldn't have gotten enough carries. It absolves Jerry Jones of his incompetence in choosing running backs, and it absolves Mike McCarthy in his incompetence of having an adequate run scheme here. Voch just talking, man. Can I get flames in the comments, please?
And then he's a real good complement to the type of offense they run. We don't run that type of offense at all.
You're right. We don't run that type of offense at all. But let me tell you what I learned. If I took Jerry Jones as a surface level comment maker, he might have had me on this one. If I took Jerry Jones as a surface level comment maker, he may have pulled a fast one on me there. This is where I can tell you where I'm wrong at, right? When Derrick Henry first went to Baltimore, I had questions about whether he would be able to be as effective running out of shotgun. You know, Derrick Henry one of them downhill thumping characters where he get about 8 yards, 8 yards behind everybody while we're under center, and he just runs full speed in that direction. And he'll be one of them kind of running backs. And I had questions I was curious about if Derrick Henry would be successful in a shotgun running system. Boy, Derrick Henry can run anywhere. You hear me? Derrick Henry can run anywhere. I can almost make the argument Derrick Henry scheme-wise. I don't want to say offensive line-wise, even though the Ravens, you can make your opinions there too. But scheme-wise, I would even say that Derrick Henry may fit us a little better because we have a little more diversity here. If Derrick Henry's your running back here, you're going to get smaller boxes or lighter boxes because these teams fear the pass. If you go and look at what the Detroit Lions did, or if you look at what the Saints did, those are teams that dared us to run the football and they dropped back in coverage to take Dak Prescott away from you. They drop 8 guys in coverage to take Dak Prescott away from you. These teams, when they see the Cowboys, they're not thinking about the run. The Baltimore Ravens, if they have idea to shut down the run, that's Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. I can almost make the argument that Derrick Henry fit us better. Man, don't let Jerry Jones lead you to believe that, if Derrick Henry was here, man, this scheme wouldn't even make sense if he was here. But I digress. Shouts out to Will Still. That's something that he'll say. I digress. Chad, y'all heard what he called out Mike McCarthy? and his mess. It's funny, the previous clip, I was like, oh yeah, he's absolving Mike McCarthy of all responsibility. And then like the very next couple of questions that they asked him, boy, he put all the responsibility on Mike McCarthy, boy. Let's listen to this clip, man. I got it labeled as play calling and receivers because I'm messy as hell. Let's see what he say.
It's more about, in my mind, the receivers running through a tough man-to-man coverage and running on through it. And if you will,
mind you, I do think that's true, by the way, right? I do think that our wide receivers should be more intense when they, dealing with these press situations. I do think that they kind of give up a little bit. I do think that they kind of look for flags. I don't think they run through guys, but that's a player evaluation problem. We don't have big guys to run through guys. Like Debo runs through guys. I keep talking about the 49. Juwan Jennings, Ayuk runs through guys because they were purposeful in drafting physical receivers. We have not been. We got Brandon Cooks, who's not physical, Turpin, who's not physical, Tolbert, who's not physical, CeeDee Lamb, who pouts. We don't have a physical group of receivers that run through corners. So in my mind, we should probably find a different way to get those guys open. But we'll just continue to listen, Jerry. Ain't no problems here.
Away from that, the types of things that we all think we should be looking at is, we're designing bad plays, or we're designing a bad concept. We're designing that we all think we should be looking at is, we're designing bad plays, or we're designing a bad concept. Be looking at is, we're designing bad plays, or we're designing bad concepts. Be looking at is, we're designing bad plays, or we're designing bad concepts. The facts are that there's some of that, but there's also some of execution. There's the types of things that we all think we should be looking at is,
this is Jerry being honest about his head coach.
well, we're designing bad plays, or we're designing bad concepts.
And this is Jerry Jones trying to save a little face for his head coach there.
The facts are that there's some of that, but there's also some of execution.
Nah. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear your face. I don't want to hear your face, brother Jerry. You said it right. You said it right. There is some execution there, but there's a lot more bad plays there. And I wonder who, man, Jerry, man, listen, bro. I know a lot of people that played football in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And 90s. I know some people that played in the 2000s. I played in the 2010. So basically, I could have just said, I know people that play football of all eras. But if you don't condition yourself, you'll kind of get lost with a lot of modern football. When I talk to people that don't do football every day for a living, you almost lose yourself in modern football a little bit, you know? Jerry Jones is a billionaire that probably don't watch a lot of film, in my personal opinion. They probably curate film for him. I'm just guessing. Who y'all think told Jerry Jones that Mike McCarthy running bad plays and bad concepts? Who y'all think Jerry Jones? Who y'all think telling Jerry Jones Mike McCarthy ain't shit? Boy, who y'all think? Who think? Boy. See, I like good mess, chat. I like good mess. Who y'all think told Jerry Jones that? Who y'all think told Jerry Jones that? Jerry Jones does not strike me as a character. We talking about a character. Jerry Jones played football, what, in the 40s or something? He would have been in Vietnam. No, not Vietnam. He'd been in World War something. Jerry Jones, man, look, he probably ran the wing T in college. So, like, the West Coast is, like, innovative for him, but it's old to us because we do football for a living. Jerry probably, without help, loves what Mike McCarthy's calling. I wonder who tapped Jerry on the shoulder and be like, hey, man, I think we need to look at some of these concepts, I think. And look, I'm not trying to be so messy that I'm erasing the idea that Mike McCarthy could have said it, because Mike McCarthy could have said it. Mike McCarthy could have went, yeah, Jerry, man, you know, we kind of bugging with these concepts here. But I don't think that's the case, because Mike McCarthy is a guy that loves his own concepts. How do I know this? Because as much as they fail, he keep running them shit.
Did you hear what I said?
He keeps running them shit. So in my mind, he loves his own concepts. Somebody got to be telling Jerry Jones, hey, yo, Jerry, Mike McCarthy runs some bullshit over there. I just want to know who. I want to know who said it. We'll never find out. Speaking of his wide receivers not running through contact and all this kind of thing, I asked Brian Bros the other day, just a quick little plug. Shouts out to Doing All Right podcast. Not tonight. We'll get back on it tomorrow. Brian's the busy man. He got to do the Love of the Star or something. I asked Brian, do you think that Dak agrees with Troy Aikman? I say, Brian, you think Dak think that Troy and them lazy and all that? And for lack of better words, Brian didn't think that Dak thought that the guys were lazy. Whatever, cool. But I wonder if Jerry Jones thinks. Does Jerry Jones agree with Troy Aikman?
Troy knows football. My goodness, he lives it. When he was here, he's one of the most astute and hardworking people I've ever seen at evaluating tape or looking at how a team is playing. Troy's a credible boy and should be. And not only that, you can imagine he's not just interested in taking a whack at the Cowboys. He's
sound like he's trying to hype up his next general manager or something. Did you hear what I said? We can keep listening though.
Feels as much or more than anybody does about the Cowboys. He's very professional. I think he's very fair. And certainly you can look at what we've been doing. You can look at such things as the separation compared to other teams. That's that analytics that you work with today. But fundamentally,
who took analytics about wide receiver separation and put it in front of Jerry Jones' desk? I got questions.
I was talking with Mike, and our players need to work on, when they've got tight coverage, they need to work on not pushing.
This is Jerry Jones sounding like he's one of those barbershop guys that think they know ball or whatever. He sounds like one of them dudes, right?
Work on not pushing on through physical contact, pushing on through it. Now, that's just an example. That's not the only thing. But I'm pretty confident that we've got the ability to coach, and we've got some receivers that take the coaching and can improve. That's the big thing.
The Cowboys don't think they have a talent problem. Well, pardon me. Jerry Jones doesn't think he have a talent problem. Jerry Jones thinks that, hey, man, we just all it takes is some good old coaching, or at least that's all we're going to do about it. All we're going to do about it is get some good old coaching up in here, and we're going to change our fortune. To be fair to Jerry, last year we was looking like shit. Bye week happened. Y'all boys made some changes. Y'all came back looking like a brand new team. To be fair to him, that's a real thing that happened, and I would love for that to be a thing that happens this year. But I don't know, my boy. We're gonna have to find out. We're gonna have to wait and see. And San Fran is a hell of a run that we about to go on. You might want to start doing that now. If you saving all the good plays for the end of the season, you might want to start doing that right now. San Fran's coming, Houston is coming, Philly is coming, the Washington Football Wizards, who can play now, they are coming. The Falcons are coming. You don't want to be 4-9 coming out of this thing, all right? But we'll talk about it. Hey, we ain't have an episode of Doing All Right tonight. Pardon me. You know what I'm saying? We'll get back to it tomorrow, but I did want to drop some content for y'all because I love y'all to pieces. Reacting to old Jerry Wayne Jones. Love y'all to pieces, man. Y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like. We ain't doing nothing else. I love y'all. We'll catch y'all again tomorrow. All right? Ground.